What if the person you trust the most is also the one most capable of destroying you? Not because they're evil, but because you handed them the map. You gave them the keys to your soul, showing them every weak point, every fear, and every secret chamber of your heart. We live in a time where words are cheap and secrets are sold in whispers. We open our hearts, seeking closeness, but what we often get in return are knives disguised as kind words. If you've ever shared a dream, only to have it ridiculed, or confessed a fear, only to have it used against you, or revealed a moment of weakness, only to see it become a weapon in someone else's hands, then you have learned the hardest truth of all. Proximity does not equal protection. The blood bond does not guarantee loyalty. The ancient Stoics knew this centuries ago. They taught that the true master of the self is the one who controls their tongue. So if you're tired of feeling constantly drained, misunderstood, and betrayed, I have a radical suggestion for you. A lesson forged in the fires of painful experience. Be silent. Yes, even around the ones you love most. This isn't weakness. It's not about being distant or cold. It's the ultimate form of self-mastery, the highest level of self-respect. Over the next few minutes, we're going to dive deep into why silence is your greatest shield, your sharpest tool, and the secret to a life of profound inner peace. You'll discover why you must stop explaining, stop justifying, and start letting your actions speak for themselves. You'll learn the difference between being distant and being sovereign over your own inner world. Think about it. Who knows your triggers best? Who knows exactly what to say to make you feel small, to make you doubt yourself, or to ignite your deepest insecurities? It's the people you've let in the closest. They hold the keys to your soul. In a fleeting moment of anger, a pang of jealousy, or even their own weakness, they are the most capable of inflicting maximum pain, precisely because they know exactly where to strike. Good intentions are not armor. Words spoken with kindness can be received with malice or ignorance. Your vulnerability, offered as a gift, can be turned into ammunition. This is where the wisdom of the Stoics becomes so powerful. They understood that true power isn't found in a witty comeback, a lengthy explanation, or a desperate plea to be understood. True power lies in self-control. It's in the quiet, unshakable stillness within. I want you to imagine a great, deep river. On the surface, it might appear calm, smooth, and placid. But beneath that surface, powerful currents are moving. Its depths are vast and unknowable to anyone standing on the bank. This is the model for your inner life. Be like the river. Appear calm and composed on the surface, but let your depths, your plans, your dreams, your true feelings remain your own, powerful and unseen. There's a saying, what you keep is more valuable than what you let fly in the wind. Your unspoken thoughts are treasures. Your silence is a fortress. So much of our energy is wasted. We exhaust ourselves trying to justify our decisions, correct wrong impressions, and fight for our version of the truth to be heard. We feel misunderstood, and our instinct is to talk more, to explain louder, to argue our case until we're blue in the face. But here is the solution, and it's beautifully simple. Stop trying to be understood by everyone. Let go of the need for external validation. Think about this. The person who is determined to misunderstand you will not be convinced by any explanation, no matter how eloquent. And the person who truly understands and supports you doesn't need one. Your actions, your integrity, your results, these are your only necessary statements. Let your life be your argument. This leads to a practical, actionable tip. The next time you feel that surge of emotion, anger, frustration, the desperate need to vent, I want you to redirect that fire. Instead of pouring it into a phone call or a long, rambling text message that you might later regret, channel that energy into productive work. Pour it into your project, your workout, your art. Turn the destructive fire of venting into the creative fire of building. This is how you transform poison into medicine. This is alchemy. Let's talk about your dreams and your fears. Sharing your dreams before they are real, is like inviting a dozen critics to an artist's studio before the first brushstroke has dried. It invites premature judgment, doubt, and the parasitic drain of other people's opinions and energies. Your grand plans are fragile in their infancy. Protect them. Keep your plans as sacred rituals that only leave your mind when they have become a tangible reality. Let your success be the announcement. And sharing your fears? That's even more dangerous. Confessing your deepest anxieties can turn them into a roadmap for those who might want to manipulate or control you. Your fears become their leverage. By keeping them to yourself, you don't give them power. You starve them of the oxygen of external validation, and you retain the power to conquer them on your own terms. This leads to what I call the freedom of no confession. Imagine the liberty of a heart that doesn't need to confess its every move, its every doubt, its every victory to gain approval. The greatest freedom is a heart that doesn't need external validation to know its own worth. It's a quiet confidence that emanates from within, not a loud performance for an external audience. You are the sole authority on your own life. This is what it means to mature. Maturity isn't about being able to explain everything perfectly. It's about wisdom. It's about knowing what to share and what to protect. It's the conscious choice of what to keep for yourself, not out of secrecy, but out of sacredness. You don't have to let your whole self be consumed by the world. You are allowed to keep parts of yourself, for yourself. To do this, you must become a vigilant guardian of your inner space. Before you speak, before you share that piece of information, that vulnerability, that dream, run it through a simple test. Ask yourself 2 questions. First, does this person deserve to know this part of me? Have they earned this trust? Second, and more importantly, will they contain it? Will they hold it with the care it deserves? Or will it become gossip, a tool, or a burden? If the answer isn't a clear, resounding yes to both, the wisest, strongest, and most self-respecting response is silence. Let this final analogy sink in. The word you have not yet said you own. It is yours. You are its master. You can shape it, hold it, or dismiss it. But the moment you speak it, the word owns you. It's out in the world, beyond your control, to be interpreted, twisted, and used in ways you never intended. Your silence is your ultimate weapon against self-betrayal. By choosing silence, you are not choosing loneliness. You are choosing to be sovereign. You are choosing to be protected. You are choosing to be inwardly rich, cultivating a vast and beautiful inner landscape that no one can trespass upon without your explicit permission. You stop being a victim of other people's reactions and become the architect of your own peace. So, I invite you to practice this. Start small. The next time you feel the urge to over-explain or justify yourself, take a breath and choose a dignified silence instead. Watch what happens. Watch how your own sense of power and calm begins to grow. Thank you for spending this time with me. I hope this has offered you a new perspective on the power you already hold within you. Now I want to hear from you. What is the most painful lesson you learned from speaking when you should have been silent? Share your wisdom in the comments below. Your story might be the one that helps someone else learn to protect their peace. And if this resonated with you, please like this video and subscribe for more content on mastering your inner world. Until next time, be sovereign.